so live. Let us, for a minute, see. Let's go ahead and just, for posterity's sake, put a link in the comments. Let's just go ahead and go here, go here. So, hello. How are you? Let us see where this takes us. Okay. Yup, still here, waiting and stuff. There we go. There we go. Paste the link. Pin it to there and done. Now I'll do what I usually do when I'm waiting for viewers, and that is read. There, where am I? There I am. Hi, how are you? I'm doing a bit of a different thing. I've decided to, try and stream directly from YouTube now that I actually have the option. I don't know why it has it available now. Hang on, let's see how many subscribers I'm on just because I'm curious. I am 94. That's not a bad number at all. Not a bad number at all. Mm-hmm. And this, okay. If you're somehow in this timestamp, just fast forward to maybe there will be some guy, maybe there won't be. Just like there'll be conversation later. Like that's basically it. Hi, yo, what's up? Thank you for liking the stream, bro. Who is the mysterious benefactor? It is Dushan. Yo, what's up, my guy? How are you? Is everything well? What is your scent of the day? Mine was, well, first it was Aubusson Homme, and then it was Bengal Rouge, which I've already uploaded a video on. You're free to watch it on the channel. It's there for all to see, as you know, for everyone to see. You know, that's kind of it. At the moment, I'm just scent of the night. Amouage Jubilation 25. Man, I would assume. Yep, definitely that would be the case. Yeah, Bengal Rouge is very, very nice. It's very pretty. I really like it. Really, really like it. It's, wonderful. And yeah, other than that, kind of relaxing weekend. Not much going on. You know, kind of. I was going to play some war games with one of my friends, but they kind of bailed on me. Through no fault of their own, mind you. Just, you know, their life is busy, and I just kind of take it on the chin and move on. That's all, you know. That's all. Yeah. In the meantime, while we're waiting for more people to show up, I'm just reading some manga, because I like manga, and that's about it. We'll be waiting for some more people to show up, if that's alright with you, Dushan. You know, first of all, zdravo, dobry wieczór. Yo, Justin, what's up? What's good, bro? What's your scent of the day, bro? Mine is Remnants, the dry down of Bengal Rouge, which very nice. That Bengal Rouge. Uh, I did upload a video on it, so if you haven't watched that, after the stream is over, go ahead and give that a watch if you're into that. And yeah, that's pretty much how my day has been. It has been rather pleasant, but and yet also rather uneventful. Yeah, kind of nice. Mark Jacobs Bang. I don't know. I smelled Bang. It wasn't much. It was not much. Eh, it was just kind of mid for me. It's like, I don't know, kind of sweet little thing. It was weird. I didn't like Matt Bang. It's mid. Like, sorry, Justin. I'll say it point blank. It's fucking mid. It's not dog water, but it's like mid as fuck, bro. Just like keeping it 100, bro. Mid, mid. Mitsuko. I mean, look. If you're so inclined, you could also send me a bottle of Mitsuko, and I won't bat an eye. You know, I would like a bottle. Like, yeah. Uh, Zdravo, Gjuro, zdravo, zdravo. How are you, my man? What's your scent of the day? And yeah, Justin, it's not. I don't know. It's just very pedestrian. You know, it's very normal smelling. Just like I don't need that, bro. It's like I don't need that. I already have other stuff that kind of that stuff that I prefer more over the most pedestrian smell on earth. Just men's masculine, kind of like men's masculine, men's scent that's kind of like, ooh, it's a little sweet, but it's also a little fresh, and that's also like, do me a favor. True. Shakespeare did wax lyrically about how to call me the man born like 500 years later. And, 500, 400, what have you. And yeah, it's just. Yeah. Like, I'm not taking away your enjoyment or anything. Like, if you fucking like it, bro, douse that bang all over your banging body, bro. I'm not stopping you at all. the point still stands. It's so unremarkable. Just like, hey, it looks like a bank because somebody punched it and it's like an explosion and it's like it's so tacky marketing. It's ugh. Do me a favor. Shut up. Yeah, it's like disappointment to whoever has not watched the recent video yet. I am not in a onesie because it is not the season for onesies anymore. So it's either I'm wearing my warm onesie, you know, kind of one layer thing, thin layer even, and it's either that or like normal casual clothes, you know, to kind of put in my house and not be kind of concerned about how I look outdoors. But yeah, that's the sitch, bitch. Anything else? We got any? I don't know. It's not really unique. It's just kind of, meh. It's like the definition of meh to me. Like, I don't know. Maybe my nose is broken. I don't know. Maybe I smelled too much Mitsuko, and now it's just kind of stuck in my head. Funny story, actually. I'm playing this video game called Warframe. Whether you know it or not is irrelevant. But like you get a little dog that fights with you, and you get to name it. The dog that I got, well, not a dog. It's like a kubra or something. But like it's basically a feral kind of wild combat dog thing. That looks very very nice, but it's also very alien and aggressive. I don't know. I don't think I smelled way more. I don't think I smelled way more stuff than you, bro. I'm like a total newbie at this, bro. Like you might know more things than me. Like I'm just saying how it is. Roger Graves. I don't know, man. I've been in this shit for like since May of 21. That's where I've been. You know, I don't got a lot of experience on my belt. I'm still out here. I haven't even smelled Féminité du Bois. I have not smelled that. I haven't smelled, you know, a lot of other classics. Nothing from L'Artisan. Nothing from Maître Parfumeur Gantier. Nothing from Nicolas Parfum. Nicolas Parfumeur Créateur, or is it Nicolas Parfum Créateur? You know, it's either those. Just like that, basically that brand, zero from them. Mediterrosa, not a lot, just like a couple, but not that I could distinguish any of them. I have yet to smell the newest of Papillon. I have not smelled Spell 125, nor have I smelled Era. I am looking forward to eventually smelling the Sultan Pasha drop set. I've only smelled the 7th collection kind of series, and like it was nice, but definitely not worth the asking for. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's like we either know the same stuff or more. Like you might know more than me. Like I don't feel comfortable saying I know more than someone in this community. I just assume they know a lot more than me. Mostly because the audience here, in no way am I insulting you guys. At least in this circle of fragrance consumers is a lot older than me, which means you guys have had a lot more time to smell stuff, which I of course have not had. And it's not like I've been 100% towards fragrances. I have other hobbies, and of course you guys have as well. But it's like it's a lot more hobbies. But like we're like I want to spend my money on those things. So like I like watches. I like fashion. I like fashionable clothing. You know, not the fast fashion stuff. I buy stuff that's like it's got a name on it. I'm not saying Gucci. God forbid. Or Saint Laurent or that. No, I'm going for slightly more obscure stuff, like mainline Comme des Garçons. Eventually, hopefully, Yoji Yamamoto, huge on that guy. Wow, it's showing me 2 viewers. That's insane. That the drop in viewership is crazy. If it really is, dropped down to 2 viewers as soon as I started talking about clothes. No, no, guys, come back, come back. Dushan, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I did not like Salome. I did not like Salome. It was so, so disgusting. And I don't like. It's probably a well built disgusting, but I just didn't like how it was disgusting. It was this kind of sweaty, dirty thing. Just I did not enjoy. I did not enjoy. I'm not gonna go ahead and sample it. It's just not. I didn't like it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. It's all I'm gonna say. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. It's probably well built. I'm not dissing its quality or its craftsmanship or craftswomanship. Lismore's probably did a bang up job on it. But Salome is just not for me. It's not for me. Come on, Juro. I don't mean it in that way. You know I mean it in all this means you have more years on this earth than I have. Okay? Don't take it to heart. But yeah, Salome, not for me. Not for me. Pass. Pass. Those of you who smelled, I mean, it's probably no, it's like Dushan and Juro are the only ones watching, apparently. I mean, if it's saying a different number over there, please tell me. But like for now, it just seems like 2 viewers and 1 like. By the way, like the stream if you have not. That is important to someone. And there's also a pinned message, in the chat. That's all I'm gonna say about it, and we're moving swiftly onwards. Oh, okay, yeah, uh-huh. Oh, okay. Between Guerlain Vetiver and Habit Rouge. So that'll be like, what, 1962? That is quite a number of years on this planet, you know. That is a, I'm not gonna say a lot, because a lot is like pushing like 70s. But yeah, that's a number, certainly. I'm not saying anything about that. But yeah, 62 is, I think my dad was born in 62, or was it 63? I'm not sure. 63. Yeah, I mean, I think you're either, my dad is either your age or 1 year your senior. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's anyway, Justin. Yeah, it's also just kind of, just because you're older, then you probably have different like tastes. The nose has gotten accustomed and nostalgic to a certain period, and you might gravitate towards those scents. Anyway, what do I want to do? You know what? Sure, let's do a little bit of a scent of the night talent show, if you will. Let's bring on a let's bring on a bottle for now. You know, let's do a little bit of how should sure. Let's just bring it on. We're gonna have a big bottle instead of a small bottle for our first candidate. Lapidus Perome. This guy with a built-in atomizer. Don't you steal me, okay? I'm not hunting for anything, bro. I'm either relying on the news or buying new stuff. Don't you drag me in. But yeah, this is gonna be our first boy, our first lovely boy. Here comes the boy. That's our boy. This guy. Ooh. Ooh. And our next 3, as always, come from the Decan Bag of Doom. This guy. So, First up, twice in a row I've pulled it, Mitsuko. That's our second candidate. Vetiver, our third. Héritage, the fourth. Let us run these back by you, just so we'll make sure we're on the same page. Your decision is made to be made with Lapidus Pro, Guirland Mitsuko, Guirland Vetiver, and Guirland Héritage. Choose wisely. I'm watching. I'm always watching. Capiche? Yeah, these are your choices. Vote wisely. Again, I'll say it again. Lapidus Parom. Doo-doo. Hello. 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 Yeah. Lapidus Parom. Mitsuko. Vetiver. And Héritage. Choose wisely. Yeah, and I'm gonna go quiet for a bit, just to give my voice a little rest. Okay, we got Vetiver. Okay. Vetiver and Héritage. That's your comments. I need... Yo, what's good, Fosco? My scent of the day was Bengal Rouge. And my scent of the night is to be decided. Your candidates are Lapidus Prom, Mitsuko, Vetiver, and Héritage. Yeah. So, Justin, what is your vote? First of all, what is up, Anuj? Thank you for being here, as always. My scent of the day was Bengal Rouge. There's a video on Bengal Rouge for you guys to watch later if you're into that stuff. And so yeah, we're doing Champs-Élysées. Anuj. You haven't gotten to the great part, okay? The first candidate is Lapidus. But Mitsuko is our second one. And then followed by Vetiver and Héritage. So Justin, tell me, are you voting for Vetiver or Héritage? I need a vote for a singular fragrance. So yeah, we got Juro voting for Vetiver. We got any other vote? Undecisive with... Okay, so first of all, we can bid farewell to Lapidus. It's not getting any love, which, you know, respect. It's gonna be in the side, so yes. We got 2 votes for Mitsuko. It's going twice. That's Vetiver I'm holding up. Going twice. It's 1 vote for Vetiver, 1 vote for Héritage, and 2 votes for Mitsuko. Bro, don't beat him like that, bro. He hasn't done that much wrong, okay? It's all well, okay? We stand Lapidus. He's still out here slaying. He's in his slut era. But yes, Justin, I do need a final answer from you. Oh wait, there wasn't a vote for Heritage. Yes, there was not a vote for Heritage. Oh, there was. Okay. Okay? Pick. It's either Heritage or it's Vetiver. Pick one, Justin. We're waiting on you, seeing if it's a tie and it needs to be broken, or if it's a clean queen sweep for the reigning champion, Mitsuko. We need answers. We need the truth. You can handle the truth, can't you? Can't you? Can't you? A succulent Chinese meal. I fucking love that video. Have you seen that video of the Australian man getting detained by police? It's this kind of grainy old 70s footage, and he's like, "This, ladies and gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Was it wrong to ask for a meal, a succulent Chinese meal?" I fucking love that video. It's so, like, outlandish and absurd. You guys should just look up it. This is Democracy Manifest guy, or this is Democracy Manifest video, or this is Democracy Manifest meme, and it might pop up. It's just so outrageous. Outrageous. You know how Rich likes to say outrageous. That's basically it. It's so outrageous. But yes. So yeah, looks like the forces of evil, aka Mitsuko, looks like the vote has not changed. So that declares our reigning. Okay, so here's your winner, and still Scent of the Night Talent Show Champion of the World, Mitsuko Girlon Vintage, and the crowd goes wild. Ah, ah, ah. Yes. Okay. That said, we do respect our fallen troops. So yeah, Lapidus, you will always be the weird uncle of fragrances, the killer with a smile. It got no rules, got no class, but it's all rage and fun and happiness. It's a playful rage. It's a playful murderous intent. That's what it is. That's what Lapidus Perome is. Heritage, the lowest of the decants, mostly because I oversprayed it once, and now it's like almost gone. That, and also it gets picked very frequently. But yes, Heritage is off to its own world, aka the decant bag of doom. Same thing goes for Guerlain Vetiver. It's growing on me for sure. It's very nice. I'm just not getting a bottle of it. Mitsuko, though, that could change. That could very well change. Though I probably won't like, if I have another opportunity to buy a perfume, and it will happen like in the summer or something, I'll just go to Paris and buy a modern Mitsuko. I don't feel the need to like ask Anuj, get to ship me another thing, and then I'll have to wait like 8 weeks or something until it arrives. I don't need that kind of nerve in my life, at least like not for another like 6 months or so. So we are spraying on Mitsuko without any dilly-dallying, or at least any further dilly-dallying. Let us go. And over here, wonderful. Every time that like Eugene talks about like always saying like he's always pairing up Mitsuko and Chanel's Cuir de Russie, which kind of makes you want to smell Chanel's Cuir de Russie. Dushan, if you've got I'll get to that story. Dushan, if you've got a decant of Cuir de Russie somewhere, do feel free to send that. I have yet to smell it. I'm gonna smell it either way, probably when and if I go like in the summer, I'll go to like Paris or Versailles, Versailles, and I'll just smell a whole bunch of things. I'll probably pop onto a Chanel boutique and smell me some of those Les Exclusifs. You know, those Brésil, those 31 Rue Cambon. I have no idea how to say 31, so I'm just gonna bother with it. You know, Beraspiro. What else was it? Le Lion, of course. Le Lion, who could forget? Coromandel, Sycamore, Boy. Boy is not a French word. Garçon is, but boy, that's not a French word. That's English. But yes, does make me curious. Does make me curious. Getting back to the onesie. Sadly, Anuj, as it is the summer season, or at least the warmer climate of the warmer half of the year, I cannot wear two onesies. You know, I don't have a rotation of two onesies. I only have a rotation of one onesie, and then just I cycle through normal clothes. So for now, since my other onesie is finally in washing and drying, I have resorted to wearing normal, casual, fun clothes for the whole family. You get it? You get it? That's the story. Mitsuko is great. It's lovely. Like again, I'm not. Eugene thinks I'm gonna have this whole journey before I come back to Mitsuko. I'm already at the end of the journey, man. I like Mitsuko. Like there's nothing else to say. Mitsuko is beautiful. Like does he think like I'm not inserting any words into Eugene's mouth here. He probably did it for a bit or something, but like I'm already at the end, you know? There wasn't a stage where I was at all repulsed by Mitsuko. It was love at first sniff. Don't ever take that out of context, bro. It was always love at first sniff. I was always on that Mitsuko train. That girl can't get it. Just in a very polite and gentlemanly way. Because this girl requires tender love and care. She needs prior consent. You need to kind of hug her and stuff. I have tried L'Heure Bleue. It's also very nice. It's got this kind of cold feeling to it. It's this kind of... I described it as a bouquet of... It's a bouquet of like... For me, the flowers that kind of pop into my mind are white, yellow, maybe pink, and then like a dark purple, that kind of thing. And then there's a vortex of like a vortex that's kind of spiraling around in the middle of the bouquet. It's kind of like sucking everything in. And it's kind of cold. I prefer Mitsuko to L'Heure Bleue, but I do give space to L'Heure Bleue because it is wonderful. Yeah, my favorite classic Guerlain classic being like 1920s and before that, like Samsara is great, it's wonderful, but I wouldn't call it classic. I'd call it old. It's definitely old. Not throwing shade towards any other people born in the 90s and before, but nah. Also, yes, Bob, first of all, yo, Bob, what's up? I am telling you, there are zero Chanel boutiques in Israel, and zero stores where there's a Les Exclusifs counter. Zero. Big, fat, goose egg. Goose egg. Chanel does not care about us. You know why? Because they're probably companies run by some American Jewish people who they got some problems with Israel. Don't worry, I got those same problems. Like for sure, bro. Israel's fucked. Israel's fucked. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. This isn't even getting political. It's just like guy who makes fun of his country because he that's it. Israel's just a shithole. It's like how Americans say America's a shithole, or French people say that France is a shithole. I'm just the guy saying that the place where I'm at is a shithole. Can I not? That's all it is. But yes, I would like to, smell Cuir de Russie at one point, and all those other Les Exclusifs. There is like a place where I can smell the Dior Privé line. But I'm not eager to, especially now that like I might like at some point if I ever like stumble across it in Tel Aviv, like just walking, hanging out with people, and they're like, "Oh, I happen to be where the Dior boutique is. Let me just walk in and see what the Privé line is all about." It's not gonna be anything like that, bro. But yeah, Chanel more interesting. No Guirlande either. No Guirlande boutique. There's no L'Art et la Matière, L'Art et la Matière thing anywhere here. No Mitsuko in Israel. You cannot buy Mitsuko in Israel. Not Mitsuko, not Samsara, not L'Heure Bleue. None of those. I don't think you can even buy Shalimar Eau de Toilette. Only the Eau de Parfum and the numerous other flankers like Souffle du Parfum and Filtre de Parfum. All those, sure, go ahead, you can buy those. But you cannot buy Shalimar Eau de Toilette. You cannot buy Mitsuko. You can't buy L'Heure Bleue. You can't buy Jiki. Of course, you can't buy Mouchoir de Monsieur. That's like, it's a bit known fact. You cannot buy Mouchoir de Monsieur. Yeah, it's like, in terms of like the fun fragrances, the really fun fragrances, nah, you're not gonna find them here. Maybe like some deep niche stuff. Like I smelled Papillon because there's like one store that like is really into niche and indie stuff, and that's what they carry. That's how I've been able to discover the Botnikovs, and that's how I've been able to discover the Papillon. And actually, that's how I've also been able to discover Serge Luton, because there's zero other places that carry Serge Luton. Only that specific store. Les Hommes des Modèles was from another store, but they're a little less nichey. There's still wonderful people there, don't get me wrong. It's just they're not as niche as the other store, which I'm talking about, and which I've done my recent sample haul from. I'm mostly saying this because the store, which I recently got my sample from, doesn't carry Xerjoff. It refuses to carry Xerjoff, while the other store, which again, super nice people, definitely carry, Xerjoff. I like doing it, okay? It's fun for me. I'm having fun with the French, okay? It's just something I enjoy. I'm not doing it to sound super authentique. I just like saying it. It's fun. It rolls off the tongue for me, It's like me getting into the French accent. It's making me excited about the French language and the beauty of the vie. C'est la vie. That's what they're saying, bro. Thank you for clarifying that, bro, by the way. I'm not that, I can't really pick up anything, regarding sarcasm or something like that on through text. It's kind of, you kind of have to tell me that. I mean, you don't have to tell me. But yeah, Anuj is definitely he's a wonderful person in that, if he wasn't a wonderful person, I would be $300 short by the time. It was by the time that. How should I say it? God, yeah. If he wasn't, if he weren't a nice person, I'd be $300. Not 300. I'd be 181 American bucks down by the time the letter would come in the mail telling me that my samsara bottle was confiscated by the Israeli customs, and have a nice day, and I'm not getting the money back. But no, I have not paid him, because he told me to only give him the money when the product arrives, if the product arrives, which, speaking about Israel, it's definitely not a guarantee. So I'm just sitting here praying to, I don't know, I'm atheist, so I'm basically praying to science and evolution, for science and evolution to get me out of this mess. And yeah, it's like, and also the decant packages, it's just, the decant packages are just like, we just kinda, and usually you did not have to do that, and yet you did, and for that I am still very, very grateful for that. It's just like, wow. And again, Mitsuko, it's good. It's great. It's fantastic. I get why people say this is the greatest fragrance of all time. I just don't think I can award that to any single fragrance whatsoever, because there'll always be more being made. There's always be more to discover. I can't just put the crown on something, because then it'll get taken away. And I don't want anyone to think they're the greatest in the world, only for that to crash down on them when the crown gets plucked from their head, moved on to another better thing. I don't want them to feel like that, to feel, that kind of fall from grace. That's why no perfume gets that grace for me. There are zero greatest perfumes of all time. Zero greatest perfumes of all time. Until the day I die. They're all great. There is no superlative perfume. There's no one that's the greatest of all time. Because there'll always be more time. For there to be a greatest, time would need to be finite. But since time is infinite, yes, since time is infinite, there is no greatest of all time. And as for your remark, Bob, it is a vintage decant. So I'm definitely I'm definitely getting a peach, and I'm also getting the fuzz, a fuzzy, furry thing, which might be what moss does to a perfume. So yeah, I'm definitely getting a peach and a fur kind of fog or mist texture. It's a feeling that you get in the air. Like the air is kind of hard to move through. Like you can feel the air kind of touching you in that way. Yeah, Mitsuko is great. It's great. And again, Pierre Baudon, a wonderful guy. Haven't seen him personally. I know some things he created, as do many people in the community. It's just, it's fine. Yeah, but like, he can have that opinion, and that would be correct in the eyes of many people. However, I'm not eager enough to call it the greatest perfume of all time. That I've ever tried even. Because, like, it's very good, don't get me wrong. But, like, there is no one that I can name the greatest. Mostly because I've forgotten them all. And, like, perfume is so subjective. And, like, the reactions I get are so different. I can't just say that Mitsuko is the greatest. It was definitely amazing. It's great. It's legendary, okay? It's awesome. I'll definitely get a bottle of it this summer when I'll be in Paris and Versailles. Yeah, I said Paris an American way this time, okay? There's also a Paris in, like, Paris, Texas, okay? I said it Paris the American way once, okay? If it happens, it happens. But Versailles is something I can say in a French accent, because that's something that I'm conditioned to. Paris is too, like, when I already say Paris a lot when I'm talking in English. So yeah, Versailles. I'll be there for Versailles mainly because I want to see what the Osmotique has to offer. With Jean Kirliou at the helm. I just kind of want to see what they have stored in there. They have some open days there. Where the crowd can come in and just kind of do collection discoveries. And discovering kind of things, in the Osmotique. But other than that, probably just gonna be, kind of crawling. How there's bar crawls. For me, it's gonna be a boutique crawl. I'm gonna go to the Guerlain boutique. I'm gonna go to the Chanel boutique. I'm gonna go to the Hermes boutique. Definitely Hermes. There are no Hermes boutiques here, which means there are no Hermesons. Or is it Hermesons? Probably Hermesons. There are no Hermesons perfumes here at all. And all sorts of other stuff. I'm not gonna be able to find in Israel. Like any of the other. Just kind of a lot of brands that I cannot find. Jovois Paris. They have a lot of niche brands. Like there's also Jovois themselves. Yeah, Serge Luton as well. Serge Luton kind of have to smell some of them. I'll make sure to avoid Musc's Kublai Khan, cause I'm not very good with those animalics. Like they're so bad. Like I cannot. I have still yet to recover from Parfum d'Empire, the Musk Tonkin. That's just so. It's so runny and shitty and like I can't contend with it at all. It's so it makes me want to gag. Really, really bad way. Like if you enjoy Musk Tonkin, bro, all the more power to you. But it's not for me. It's 100% not for me. It's so bad. Like honestly, Lapidus smells cleaner. It probably does smell cleaner. There's no like animalics. I'm not saying they're bad. Dushan, you are putting words in my mouth. When have I ever said they're bad? What I'm smelling just smells bad in the way that I don't like it. When I say bad, it means I don't like it, okay? That's all it means. And by the same coin, Dushan, I can say that, and I quote, Dushan, Amberwoods are not bad. Your nose is just too old. That's all I can say, Dushan, okay? You can't use this logic on me, okay? It just does not work. That's all I'm saying. So again, I reiterate it again. I'm not saying animalics are bad. Because no doubt there are animalics in Mitsuko. No doubt, okay? And what's happening here? Adore. Absolutely adore. Shalimar as well. Adore. Bengal Rouge. Adore. Okay? But Musk Tonkin is so animalic, it just sucks to my nose. I don't think I have to add to my nose, because I'm not saying it's objectively bad, okay? When I say something sucks, I think it should be inferred as I personally don't like it. And I don't like it to such a comedic extent that I say it sucks, okay? I am not diminishing anyone as a person by saying that a fragrance sucks donkey dick, okay? When it is. That's all I'm saying. Mic drop. Mic drop. Yeah, sorry if I was getting a bit preachy, I think Rich kinda infected me with his his incessant rage. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. My nose is just Mad Max, you're correct, Dushan. My nose is Mad Max 40. It wants to run and not walk to the nearest store. That's just it. Wait, he could be watching. Hi Max, if you're here, I do enjoy your videos, okay? No offense. You're probably a lovely person in real life. You're probably a lovely person in real life. What you're doing doesn't, like, I'm not, like, get your bag, king. That's all I'm saying. Get your bag, king, okay? We stand a player who works to get the bag. Secure the bag, get the bread. Work. What they say, work. But yeah. I mean, for me, a perfume doesn't have to be dynamic to be good. It can be complex and still be complex and still. What happens with Les Abstraits? The three Les Abstraits perfumes are all very still. They don't change, at least on me. They're not a moving story, okay? They're all very still to me. Maybe something kind of comes up and then a little down in terms of like what kind of happens in the perfume's lifetime. But for me, it's all very, very same image across all of its lifespan. And that also is very nice. You can't just say Just because something doesn't change over a few hours doesn't make it good. Because, like, there are art pieces that never change. Like, once, if you stare at it for 1 hour, for 8 hours, it doesn't change, right? So it doesn't really do anything. But, what I will agree with you that modern perfumery is very much fleeting. You know, there's the lovely kind of, you know, the lovely opening, and then when it dries down, you just get amber with static. I would agree with you on that part. But just because, like, the way you describe it, at least the way you describe it, it kind of implies that because something doesn't change, that's bad. And that's not it. It's because it changes completely from what it was at the start to something that is unrecognizable and something you did not agree to. No, you know, I'll tend to agree with you on that, you know. If we're talking about what the corporate, you know, what the modern corporate perfumery is like, then yes, it's all pretty much designer mush after like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah. Not much to say other than that. Yeah. Again, Mitsuko is just like, Dushan, I'm not saying you should send me a bottle of Mitsuko in there in the decant shipment, but like, I wouldn't mind if you send me a bottle of Mitsuko in the shipment. You know, that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Now you don't have to be compelled at all. You don't like have to at all. Okay, it's fine. Only if it's a backup bottle. Or don't even send me, okay? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just joking with you, okay? I'm looking forward to getting Yagalev, and that's all, okay? I'm actually just, yeah. I'm just saying that Mitsuko, it's great. It's. And Eugene, if you're watching the VOD, first of all, hi Eugene. Thank you. Or is it Eugen? Or is it Eugen? I'm not sure. Is it Eugen? Eugen? Not sure. I'll just say Eugene because it's easier, and he's, you know, he's part Canadian, so Eugene kind of rolls off the tongue better. Hi, thanks for watching the VOD. If you've made it this far, it's great. As you can see, I didn't need to do any of that wonderful journey of collecting fragrances and coming back and seeing that Mitsuko was the one for me all along. I already adore Mitsuko. There was no journey to be had. I already started it in the destination. We are here where we enjoy Mitsuko. There was no ugh. There's just There's ah. There's woo. There's ah. But again, there's no There's no Just You know what I'm talking about, right, Eugene? You definitely know what I'm talking about, Eugene. If you're seeing this, of course, which you could like not watch it as well, you know? Who am I? Crickets from a Nuge. I don't want him to send me crickets. It's fine. It's like first of all, I didn't tell Anuj to send me a free bottle, okay? He has a business to run, okay? If Duchenne wants to send me a bottle, which again, he doesn't have to at all, he can send me a bottle. Anuj is a busy man with a busy life and a busy business. I am not going to ask him for a free bottle unless he feels so inclined. Yeah, I respect people's businesses and time and money. All I'm doing is giving small nudges like the pinned message. And that's all. You see? Because I, myself, know that there's nothing a person hates more in the universe than seeing another person beg for money, for free bottles from brands, for, money and brands, for super chats. I'm not gonna do that. I am a person, at least I think I'm a person with integrity, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I need that, reality check. But I think I have at least some integrity. Which, yeah, that's why at least I'm not gonna ask for freebies from brands, okay? Am I gonna ask freebies from friends? Absolutely. If you're a friend and want to send me a free bottle, chuck it in, baby. We can do email exchanges, bro. We can exchange addresses, bro. You can send me some free stuff. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna if it sucks, I'm gonna say it sucks, bro. It's gonna be so awesome. If you're a brand and you want to send me free stuff, think again, okay? I'm either going to slap a big, this is an ad. This is not a review. This is an ad. That take nothing I say as objective fact or my real opinion. This is me selling you a product. But like that'll ever happen, right? If I'm this staunchly like I have integrity, I'm just not gonna get any offers, which is perfectly fine. And Nuge, it's called being a good brother. Have you thought about being a good brother and giving them the perfumes that which you've used a bit of? It's way easier than selling them. Okay, I don't need the cash money. I can just give them to my brother. Mostly because I know he'll get tired of it and give it back to me. This is just an excuse, to like expand my collection. You know? Like, I think it's just a problem on your end, hun. I'm sorry if it came off a bit Jacoby of me to do the the kind of. I don't mean it in any kind of mean way. But yeah. Again, it's called being a good brother, Nuge. Look it up. Yeah. I mean, whatever, man. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like it definitely isn't on Dushan. I'm saying if he wants to, okay? I can smell Cuir de Russie by myself in Paris, in the Chanel boutique. Sure, it's the eau de parfum, but it's a Chanel. Okay? And if there's something you learned, it's wow, my hair looks really good from this angle. Wow. Wow, that's a really good hair. Wow. Incredible hair. Wonderful. Kind of girly, but like, hey, that's me. That's completely fine. Like I know you're a vintage guy and it's kind of hard to track down vintages of Cuir de Russie. But again, I'm not a big vintage guy. If the modern's good, I'm gonna get the modern. There's no question about it. Lapidus got the modern. The vintages that Nuge got me, thank you so much for them. If I get a chance to buy a vintage, like I happened with the Nuge and Samsara, I'm gonna buy it. Mostly because I'm a huge Sandalwood fan. And I have no idea how the Sandalwood and the modern Samsara fares any better. And any other thing I wanted to say? Oh, true. If the opportunity is gonna pop up and I hear stuff about the modern being good, like not as good as the original, not as like the vintage or something, but if I hear it's good, I'm gonna go and smell the modern. And if I like it, that's it. I'm not gonna smell no vintage, because that'll ruin my perception of the modern. And then I'm gonna sell a bottle and hunt for a bottle which I'll never find. So yeah, I'll just content with the modern, Like, it's like what Eugene said, Eugene's saying that the modern Mitsuko is great. If it's the modern Mitsuko is great, I'm gonna get modern Mitsuko. And I find it and enjoy it. And that's that. Yeah, that's the sitch, bitch. Why did I say it like that? Why did I say that there? That's stupid. Who says what's the sitch, bitch? What's the sitch, Mitch? What's the sitch, Rich? Mitch? The duck. Any others? Nope. I'm gonna be a bit more silent again, and I'll just give it for like 4 minutes. If we find a new topic, we'll do a new topic. But otherwise, I think, first of all, like the stream if you haven't, and if by 4 minutes there's not gonna be like any like new direction of conversation, I think I'll just like put it into the stream there, and say we all had a fun time. I mean, feel free to do that, man. It's like I'm not. If a news says so, do it. It's just do what your mind tells you. Okay? The heart is an organ that pumps blood. There is no emotion in it, though it has been described as such. The humors. It's still matters of the brain. Emotions are still matters of the brain. Amygdala and whatnot. Yes, see? Why not? The world is your oyster, Eugene. Eugene? Not Eugene. Dushan. I'm confused. First of all, because I said Eugene a lot. And second of all, because your surnames are very similar. Dushan, yours is Ninich. And Eugene's is Nijik. Your mind is telling you to write a poem, so write a poem. You're the rhyme master here. You're the... You do what you want, baby. I need to grow my hair a bit more. There needs to be a lot more hair growth. I've got a ways to go. Got a ways to go with my hair. Beautiful hair though. Beautiful hair though. Gotta say, as a person who only occasionally views my hair, it's nice. I mean, if it's 2013, that's pretty much a modern Mitsuko, right? That's like pretty much a modern Mitsuko. There's no like, hasn't been like any like cosmetics association regulations, because it's not IFRA. It's not IFRA. I've listened to Liz Odorance. It's not IFRA. It's another organization, and IFRA is the guys that are like, why not? Why don't just we don't do it as a complete ban? We just do a minimum amount which you can put in and would be safe. How about that? So yeah, it's the regulations of the other association, the cosmetics and such. It's probably, if it's a modern and I like it, whatever. I'm just gonna ka-ching, done deal. I'm gonna smell it in store, but like at least I'll know a basis of how it has changed, and if it's something that is truly noticeable. I'm yawning. I don't think it's that fun to yawn. We are fast approaching 70 minutes of stream, which has been nice for about like, I'll say 40, maybe 50 minutes of it, because the first 20 minutes were a bit silent, which again, no like disrespect to the people who didn't join right away, because like I'm a small time guy who's doing small time things. And now I'm gonna do a small time goodbye. Thank you to everyone who has joined the stream. Anuj, Gjuro, Bob, Justin, I've said Anuj, Dushan, any others? Or am I tripping? Fosco, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said all of them. I'm pretty sure I said all of them. Oh, and the lurkers, of course. Thank you to the lurkers. You will always be appreciated. And we do not have no Sephoras and no Alta Beauties, Bob. I'll say that much. Yeah. For any info you might want to hear about me, and you probably have Dushan's contact info on Instagram, Bob, if you have an Instagram. Just kind of shoot him a contact, like, what's my name? But my name on Instagram is just DevP, all lowercase letters, and between every letter except the last one and the period, it's a dot and an underscore after every one of them, if you remember that. But what I remember to do is hit the end stream button. Thank you so much. There's Super Farm, which is a pharmacy and a cosmetics store in Nuge, and there's also April. It might be a chain, April, like Beauty or April Cosmetics, something like that, but it's like, maybe it's a different company, maybe it's not, but just that's what we have here. And so yeah, thank you to everyone and the lurkers as well, and that's where I'm gonna hit the end stream button. Bye.